Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio, yo. Joining me today, special guest in the building, Harlem in the building, Blockwork is in the building. What up? What's shaking?
Chilling. Everything.
Welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you here. You and I have been talking. We've been talking about this for a minute. Well, I went through one of your men. Shout out Ange. He helped set this up.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to have you, man. I've been seeing what you've been doing out here.
That's a fact.
How's everything?
Everything good.
Everything been good. You've been going up.
Trying to stay motivated, stay focused.
New project out now.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like to do with my artists when they come on the show, right? I like getting the history of how this all began for you. And I know you have a pretty interesting history of how we got to this point. So explain to me how this music journey first started for you.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I came home, I heard my son Edot going crazy, just like you mentioned. You asked me if that was my man. I heard Edot going crazy. I just came home, just as my man. He motivated me. Just hopped on the beat and I went crazy.
Who was the first person who got you in the studio? Was it Edot?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The second day I came home, I went with my son Ace. Went to the studio. It was like a bullshit studio. Like, we was just fucking around though. Like, for me, then I got it in my head. I'm like, I could do something with this shit, bro. Then I just started going crazy ever since then.
So the music wasn't always something you were thinking that could
Hell
work
no,
out
I used
for
to
you?
always just listen to like other rappers. And I just generated the music. I always loved music. Like, and I was just like, damn, my son really like making music. And when I came home, like that's my heart, like my day one. So she just motivated me. I had to get on that wave, like regardless. Then when I liked it for myself, I knew it was something I could do. I just said I'm gonna go with it.
So the two of y'all have known each other for a long time.
Yeah, since we was knee-high.
Really? So y'all kind of grew up together. Yeah. That's dope. What I like seeing about like all this New York stuff is like seeing like the little circles of people who actually all grew up with each other and seeing how like y'all all kind of come up and kind of bring each other up with y'all too, which is dope that when you came home, Edot was right there, like, all right, cool, let's get this going.
That's a fact.
Why don't you ever think music would be like this path that you taken? Was it just because, you didn't think you had it in you? You just...
I mean, to be honest, I just really needed the motivation. And I just seen like my friend, my man, somebody that I really love. So it just supported me. Like, I want to support him. Like, shit, you, for me, like, we here, I'm with you. Whatever you want to do, we're going to do it. And we're going to go up off of it.
Right. Because I think I was talking to Edot in our interview. I don't know if he shouted you out or not, but I think we spoke about
yeah, that's a fact. I did see it too.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like Harlem rappers and whatnot, and how right now there's this resurgence from obviously Brooklyn, the Bronx, and then like obviously I haven't seen like too many Harlem rappers, but the good thing about when Edot came here is that he opened my eyes and kind of helped me get acquainted with more people like yourself and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool because it's nice seeing other people put others on. You know what I'm saying? Because support is free. Support is free. So when he came on and he spoke about you, and then I started seeing all these other people hit me up about you, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I love seeing that type of unity and whatnot, especially from your neighborhood.
It's not a lot of us, so for me, we just try to do what we could do. Support is free, like you said. So
who are you listening to growing up? Like, who are you kind of tapped in with? What was that like for you?
Lil Baby,
okay.
The Migos, Stunner for Vegas, The Baby. People like that. I like energized people. Like, people that, for me, stepping, like bringing energy to a beat. Like, that's what I really listen to.
We almost had a Stunner for Vegas here. I think earlier today we were gonna do it, but it didn't work out. But yeah, the energy, and even you kind of get that with your music, because normally people will come up here and they be throwing the Chicago drill out, obviously. But it's interesting that you say like Migos and Lil Baby and whatnot, because I don't hear a lot
King
of
Von too. But like,
oh yeah, of course. Rest in
like,
peace.
Yeah, that's a fact. When it came to like what I really listened to, it was definitely King Von though.
No, King Von's energy was different. The song that what's the song that he got with Favi? That's one of my favorite songs, because that is just like the energy and the way that Von and whatever artist, not just Favi, would kind of bounce off of each other. I don't know what it was. It just kind of always meshed perfectly, and that energy was always kind of high and up there. So with your music, was drill something that you were kind of listening to when you came back? Like, how did the drill music kind of...
I mean, I used to always listen to Chief Keef, like...
Okay, so you were listening to Chicago, yeah.
Like, I used to always listen to that, like, when I was young, like, I mean, but, like, regardless what I was doing, I could have been young in school, like, I always was just listening to, like, Chicago drill. Regardless, I'm listening to Chief Keef, Lil Snoop, like, for me, people like that. I was just into their type of music, like, even, what's his name? He had... I forgot a record he had, but it's a song. It didn't really like go crazy, but he had a song with Chief Keef. I used to listen to like they used to lead me to go to rappers that
like their people.
Yeah, like, and just listen to it just because it's them. Like, you know what I mean?
Did making drill music for you come easy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it kind of easy to be able to get in that bag, or did it take you a while?
I mean, nah. I really just, when I got on the beat, like, I heard my sound. I knew I had, like, a sound out for me.
Your sound is very interesting.
Yeah, like, I know I'll make $1 million off my sound. Like, that's what I thought. Like, as soon as I hopped on the beat, like, I knew that already. Like, as soon as I said the first word. So after that, I just put everything into 100%. Like, I never let up.
Right.
That's all I want to do with music. I just want to treat everybody around me, my family, make sure everybody good.
Right. And so when you were like linking up with everybody, you're making this music and you were kind of finding that sound. What I find interesting about your music is because I was listening to stuff that you put out in 2020, and then obviously I was listening to some of the newer stuff you put out, and the new project you put out, and your sound did change, right?
Yeah.
So why did you decide to go from that sound to this current sound that you're in right now? Because it is more intense, you know what I'm saying? Before it was, you were rapping, it was over a drill beat, but now I feel like that you upped the intensity of what you're doing with your voice too. What was that decision and how did you decide to make that change?
You could kind of say like what's going on in my life.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Like, people say I'm an angry person. Like, I don't know, when I get in the studio, I just tend to let it out. So, like, in my music, when I wasn't really, like, feel me, up and yelling and screaming before, it's just probably the mode I was going through, type of phase I was going through. I was chilling. Then after, when I made D&D, I just started, like, hearing other people's music, and I ain't gonna say it motivated me to do it, but, like, I was just killing it. I don't know. I know my sound, and I know what I gotta do. I just be playing with it for me.
Right.
I got a lot of sounds, so for me, I could play with it, have fun with it, and know for me what I can do and what I can perfect.
Right. Well, you've been here for like we've been hanging out here for like 40 minutes. You seem like a pretty calm and positive person, but of course, obviously, I know you've definitely gone through some things. So it's kind of cool how music has become like your way to just get it all out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get the pain out and all that.
That's exactly what it is.
Because like, when I see comments, I know people are like, why did he make the switch? You know what I'm saying? Like I missed the like the Kanye shit where I missed the old Kanye, like that shit, like I missed the old Blockwork. What do you have to say to those people? You know what I'm saying? Like if you did, if you could respond to them right now.
Yeah, I be looking at a lot of the comments, I ain't gonna lie. I see all of them, I ain't gonna lie. Especially like on my videos and stuff. Like I got signed for a lot of people, like for me, that like the aggressive me and the for me. So for me, I'm gonna mix it up. For me, I'm just gonna have to do it like that, because when I be, feel me, I know my sound, like I don't gotta overdo it. But when I really just get in the booth, sometimes there's no telling like
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you said you look at all the comments.
Yeah.
Bro, the first rule of this music industry shit is to not read the comments, right?
Right. I don't know, it's there. I'll be reading them shits. I don't respond, none of that, like I just read them shits.
Nah, I know you don't. Well, no, you do respond sometimes.
Yeah.
You do respond on your Instagram, so don't say that.
Get out of line, like you get out of line, and I just be going through that one comment. I be like, damn, I just feel like this nigga, like you just had to say this. Then I just give him a response. But like most of them, I'm just looking at them just to, for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, support. Like I could look at it different. For me, I could use that as hope. Maybe a lot of people do want to hear me stop screaming a lot. For me, and go with that is my flow. Like without it. So for me, I'm just using that to help me. Criticism, basically. Right. I don't got nobody out there for me. I don't got a lot of friends out there. Like, yo, bro, for me, that's what you should do. Like, this what I think would, like, I don't got people, like, so I'm just looking at the comments, real shit.
Right. Because there is a difference between criticism and just flat out hating on you, too. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to, like, those comments be like a slippery slope. But what I always think about, like, because we're talking about like comments and going back to them, I think about like when there's like a tweet of Tyler the Creator from like 10 years ago where someone said Tyler would never win a Grammy, and then when he won the Grammy, he actually saved the tweet, quoted it, and like told the guy to suck his dick. He's like, I won the Grammy. And I think about that a lot, because I be like, when I be wanting to do that with my shit, when like 3 years ago people be like, oh, this channel ain't gonna do nothing. Be like, I be wanting to bring back that old shit and be like, fuck you know what I'm saying? But I think it's also like, it's tempting to respond to people, but also it's important sometimes to just, a wise man once said nothing at all. That's what I try to be telling myself when I see people talking crazy in my shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's important not to give everybody, for me, all your energy.
Exactly. Because that's kind of like I had a few artists up here recently, and we were talking about like the diss records culture in the city, and something that we spoke about was like, when you speak about people, sometimes you give them like the power. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving power and this and that. So sometimes it's more important to kind of like not give anybody that power, whether it be someone talking about you or you talking about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a slippery slope.
I ain't gonna lie, when I diss people, it's mostly a response. Like they brought me into it first.
Right.
So I ain't gonna sit back and not say nothing about it. It's like I ain't gonna, feel me? I ain't gonna go out my way. Sometimes I ain't gonna say I don't go out my way and diss people first. But most of the times it do be somebody mention me first and I go back at them. Like,
it mostly just be like a defending yourself situation.
Word, but like think about social media now, they like all that. That's controversy. They like all that, the music and stuff. Like to watch people go back and forth, and then they look at it right in the music. Everything everybody's saying, somebody might say something about me, then I go back and say something about them.
Right.
How they looking at that, and it turns into a whole controversy situation. Now they tagging me and all types of comparing with the rap. Like, shit's just crazy, bro.
Nah, I feel you. And but speaking of like replying to people, we were talking a little bit before the interview about Cash Cobain was in your comments like, yo, DM me, right? Yeah. And it's not, you didn't respond to Cash. I want to make that very clear. You responded to somebody else and you was like, oh, something about pay me for a feature or whatever. Yeah. And I like misread it as like you were talking to Cash. I'm like, damn, why are you doing Cash like that? Cash is mad cool. But you do have something on the way with Cash.
Yeah, that's a fact. I did do one of his shits. It's going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I like OSB's. I appreciate him for even sending me something.
Word. What's the sample? What song is it? Can you tell me that?
I don't even know the exact beat.
Okay.
But I could definitely, for me, show you that.
You can show me, yeah. Shout out my brother Cash. So you got something with Cash on the way. The sample drill stuff is like kind of, it's kind of the thing right now too.
That's a fact. I love sample beats. I ain't gonna lie. All of them.
I caught some of them on your project too. You know what I'm saying? I think there was like a what's popping one on there, right? Yeah, I caught that one. That one was really cool.
I got a couple coming too that I haven't dropped, like the Macarena sample.
The Macarena sample.
Yeah, a couple of them. They made Squid Games. Like they went crazy.
A Squid Game sample is crazy. Yeah. I see the Spanish samples have been kind of going nuts lately. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I never get to find none of those though. Like the Spanish deli sounding ones.
What do you mean?
Like
you can't find them, you said?
I can never get to find them on YouTube. Like, I don't know who be posting them. I don't find them, but I do fuck with them.
When I find one, I'll send it to you. Cause I know somebody who did one over that over the Spanish deli sample. Yeah. Nah, you doing over a Spanish deli sample while yelling would be crazy. I don't even know what that would sound like, but I'd be excited to hear it. And you've also, you were talking about D&D before, and you were talking about so you've linked you're friends with Sha. Right, salute to Sha. He's been on the show before, but we lost the interview sadly due to the hard drive crashing. But friend of the show. How did that link up happen?
I ain't gonna lie. That's just we fuck with everybody in that hood.
Okay.
Good. And before it was Edot, and for me, so that I'm more closer to Edot. So for me, it's like he threw me on there. Like for me, now we outside. I met him. Right. And it's just now. I met him through Edot. I never used to be around. I used to be by myself and shit. But when I started coming around and shit, so I started me and Edot and him was already linking up. They had a little project going. Yeah. So for me, I met him and I was just like, damn.
Ooh, you were on that.
I made a song. I was just like, damn, you gotta get on that.
I love that, and I love seeing everybody work together. So, and we got a deluxe on the way for the project out now. When can people expect that?
January.
Early January. Why are you making people wait so long, bro?
I don't like to rush now. Like for me, I'm gonna drop it when I'm ready. Like. I like to, for me, make sure everything is right. Okay. I don't want to rush none.
Okay. It's coming. 6 new songs, right?
Yeah.
Any features?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Yeah. Not gonna divulge who that is. You can't give me one. Ooh, come on, bro.
Fame Cobain.
Oh, my brother.
Yeah, I can tell you
Fame,
that.
What up, bro?
Yeah, salute my guy. That's a fact.
Salute my guy. I saw y'all watching the Fame Cobain freestyle in the back when we were hanging out.
Could definitely tell you that. Lil Rich too.
Okay, cool.
Going crazy.
Oh, there you go. You just gave me 2 features.
Yeah.
And you also dropped this joint on Halloween called Last Message. So and I love when people drop on Halloween because I feel like the music always fits the energy of the day. So what was kind of why Halloween? Why this record on Halloween?
Well, exactly what you just said. Like
just the energy.
Yeah, like it's the way it's about to give off. Like that video I'm about to drop too. It's just about to give a little demon vibe. Like it's just gonna go perfect.
What was the message you wanted to send with it?
I mean, basically, like with my screaming shit, I was like, that's it. Like it's the last song.
Oh, that's the last song.
Yeah.
You're not
after this. It's no more screaming.
No more screaming, huh? Okay, interesting. Because you did post on your IG that snippet, and you were like, old me, new flow, right?
That's exactly how I was gonna be on from now on. Just like that.
So we back to the old you, but it's still a new and improved you at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna start killing them with kindness too. I'm gonna stop dissing niggas because niggas ain't gonna get the clout from me. I'm going up.
I love to hear that.
I'm just gonna leave the distance for anybody behind me.
Now we just focus on the music and that's it.
Or
Do you think you're gonna ever do anything outside of drill? You think that's gonna,
yeah, hell yeah, I fuck with melody type of flows. I'm just waiting to
melody type of flows for you
Yeah.
would be.
hell yeah. I switch it up real fast with niggas, but for me, it's just I need the right time for it. Focus. Once I perfect my drill stuff, I could definitely, for me, hop on an auto tune, go crazy.
So as I did with many artists who've come before you, I like to ask, who else do we have to be on the lookout from Harlem? So who do you have on the way that we got to make sure, or who do you know, who are some of your people that we got to make sure that we stay in tune with the next few months?
I ain't gonna lie. My son JB's.
Okay.
A lot of people ain't hear about him for me. He a jailbird.
Okay.
You gonna get back to this music stuff though. I'm definitely gonna get my son focused. Sugarhill Keem, my son perfecting his craft.
Right.
We just dropped the song.
And video.
Yeah, and a video.
Mm-hmm.
He just gotta keep working. A lot of people. It's a lot of people from my neighborhood, but for me, I can't really say like what they gonna do. Like D, he got to get focused. I don't know if you ever see him. Edot posting him. D play for keeps.
I think I have.
Yeah, he gotta stay focused, go crazy. But like it's a lot of us rapping. It's like so much I could tell you, but like niggas just gotta get focused. It's people that just playing around with it.
Exactly. If you want to get big with the music, you got to stick with it. You got to focus. You got to make the records. You got to be consistent.
100%.
You got to be consistent. That's something you've learned recently?
Yeah, that's a fact. Consistency is a big thing.
Right. Especially in this time of New York music where there's like new artists every week and people hitting a mill every week and whatnot on YouTube. It's important to stay in front of people's faces because we have seen in this past 2-3 years, artists kind of come and go because of the consistency and because of, the lack of consistency, I should say. So as long as you stay in front of people's faces, that's important. So we got more singles, I'm assuming, after this before we wait for the deluxe of the project too.
After, I ain't gonna lie, after that, I want to do a lot of features.
Okay. And link with some people in the city?
Yeah, get a lot of out of the city too, like make sure I get, like, for me, tune. Like I just want to do music with different people, different sounds, like even people like for me from across the country if I could, like.
That would be fire, like some West Coast shit?
Yeah, different language. Like, for me, somebody spit on a different language and I just get on it. I seen it before with, like, Maury Briscoe.
Yeah.
Like, he had a song with somebody spit, like, for me.
Salute Maury. Yeah. Maury interview freestyle out now, too. He was actually the person who I was telling you about who was talking about the diss records and whatnot. So, but yeah, I imagine you and somebody on like one of the Spanish beats, but you got like a Spanish rapper on there. That shit would be hard.
So fun.
Both of y'all yelling, turning up. Nah, but you know what? I fuck with you and I appreciate you being here, man. I love your energy and I'm very excited to see what you do next, and I'm very excited for the deluxe and just everything that you about to do and put on for Harlem. So I appreciate you for that. We gonna have you get on this freestyle, which I'm very excited for because I heard you got a really dope beat. You ain't played it for me yet, but we gonna get to it. So if you're watching this, tomorrow the freestyle's out. If you're watching this the day it drops, if not, it's already out now. Go check that. Let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else that they gotta know? This camera right here.
Blockwork 51 on IG, man. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie. Just having me here. Just tap in. Yeah. Should go get the money.
Go run up that new project,
That's
Premeditated Murder,
Everything.
out now. Deluxe on the way. And until next time, Blockwork on the radar, baby. My guy.
That's a fact.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Boom.